just barely touching her, and continued to slowly glide smoothly across her skin. I crawled down her arms, which were formally holding both breasts, circled around her stomach in reverse directions up her arms. Every time my finger moved, Asana's body would shake and a soft moan would leak out. After caressing her entire body, I put my right hand's finger under her small chin and lifted her head up. With my left index finger, I diligently traced her wet, shining, cherry-colored lips. No, not just your finger. A softly blushing Asuna opened her eyes slightly and looked at me, pleading. Kiss me. I silently moved my face closer. Asana's lips parted slightly as if they could not wait any longer. But instead of fastening our lips together, I softly poked her lower lip with the tip of my tongue. As if seeking me out, Asuna stuck out her tongue, but I restrained myself and moved to avoid her before softly touching her with the tip of my tongue. Asuna let out an irritated sound of both anticipation and need as I abruptly plunged my tongue into her mouth. That does not sound sexy. I abruptly plunged my tongue into her mouth. That does not sound sexy at all. What the fuck? I violently swished my tongue around. Is this motherfucker like... Does this motherfucker think kissing a girl is an MMO battle? You don't need to violently swish your tongue around. What the fuck? The tactical senses in SAO are, just like the sense of taste, pre-programmed and activated in accordance to the situation. When you consider this, then the only conclusion that one can draw is that the feeling of a deep kiss must have been programmed in. Well, it's not like I've ever really experienced that in real life. What's even better is you can tell if this is the author talking or Kirito. An indescribably bewitching feeling assaulted my nerves. Yeah, this just sounds like the author, like, went to a love hotel, like, bought a prostitute, went to a love hotel, and, like, had his, like, forced sexual experience. And it was just like, I need to write about my sexual awakening, but I need to do it in a case that doesn't reveal that I was a virgin before hiring this prostitute. I know exactly what I must do. I'm gonna write it in the form of Kirito and Asuna. My tongue entwined Asuna's, and I forcefully sucked on it as I felt all the strength go out of her body. Her eyes were moist and dim. Okay, her eyes were moist and dim, and she was breathing erratically as it took my tongue out of her mouth and then proceeded to lick down her neck, behind her ear, and the hollow of her collarbone. Okay, so he licked down her neck, and then he went back up to her ear, and then back down to her collarbone? Listen, I'm a virgin, okay? I'm gonna admit that. I ain't afraid to admit I'm a virgin, but what the fuck? I don't think people just lick each other. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think people are just out here licking each other's ears and necks. Like, that's only a thing that ever happens in, like, porn. I swear to God. Okay. When I eventually reached the soft valleys that were the top of her breasts, which had been hidden up until now, her whole body leapt and twitched. Her arms gripped tighter together, and she shook her head from side to side. Everybody count the how many times she says no, because that's one. Asuna, move your arms. But... I want to see your breasts, Asuna. I caught her wrists, which were crossed together, and pulled them apart as I slowly licked and sucked my way toward the peak of the white breast that was gradually being revealed. No. Asuna arms were finally at her sides as her twin peaks were... her twin peaks! What a thing to call the titties. Her twin peaks. I climbed to the mountain of twin peaks. Little did they know, it was just titties. The swells, which were usually... Oh my god, I'm dying from this. Okay. Oh my god, okay, I have to finish at least this sentence. Where was I? There I am. Asuna's arms were finally at her sides as her twin peaks were revealed to my eyes. The swells, which were usually hidden by the loose-fitting knight's clothing and breastplate, were bigger than I had imagined, full and protruding sharply forward. At their tips were a pair of nipples, which were difficult to distinguish from the surrounding area, standing importantly in a cloud-shaped form. Regrettably, the entire room was currently bathed in the blue glow of the moonlight, and... Asuna, turn on the light. What? No, don't. Having accepted the rejection of my request, I sucked her left nipple into my mouth. Ignoring the shrill voice that Asuna let out at that sudden attack, I chewed on the hard nub with my lips as my tongue rolled around.
Motherfucker's chewing on the nipple. Motherfucker, that... Again, I'm a virgin, but I'm pretty sure you don't fucking chew on the nipple. I don't think you do that. What the fuck?
Ignoring the shrill voice that I chewed, rolled around the stiff nut tip. No. I firmly held Asuna's right hand that tried to push me away as she cried out, while her body convulsed and moved my left hand to the other breast. I squeezed her peak between my fingers, then gently used the nail of my index finger to stimulate the... Ow! This just sounds really painful. He's biting on it. He's now, like, putting his nail on it. Ow. Yeah, ow. Ow is right. Holy shit, they literally... Okay. This is how they literally explain this. As I tortured both breasts, Asuna's convulsions and sweet cries rose in intensity. Going a bit overboard, I bit down on the protruding object in my mouth and somewhat violently began to chew on it, while at the same time the thumb and index finger of my left hand painfully twisted the other nipple. I can't... What the fuck? Asuna's a masochist. I don't think that's Asuna asking for this, because she then says, no way. And then as he like encircles the, like as he then does it more, she goes, no, I'm with just my breast, I'm cum. So, okay, so apparently she comes from just that. No, stop. No more with the breasts. This is Dojin land. This is full on fucking Dojin land. I'm stopping. I can't read.